Hello, I'm Tom Pickett with Springboard. I have a question for you. How can you think and act strategically about your team's dynamics? On a good day, it's challenging to manage the future. And during a crisis, any kind of crisis, it's even more difficult. Fear and anxiety drops in, yet it creates opportunities for you as a leader. And when you can communicate and think from an empathetic standpoint, in other words, putting people first, you're really showcasing some of the best qualities about yourself. Several areas to keep in mind. Be strategic. It's tempting to become a micromanager during a crisis, right? Jumping into everybody's circle, wanting to know what's going on. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the day-to-day tactics are getting done anyway, whether they're in the office or they're virtual. And as a matter of fact, there are some people that agree with me. You can see from the Dilbert cartoon here, when you get to the last frame. Second question, why is everything running so smoothly lately? Another area to keep in mind is be open, be honest, communicate with empathy. You may not be able to tell your organization every single thing, but there are things that you can tell them. And be timely with that communication, and to be curious about what's on their mind. Ask them questions, listen to what they have to say. And along with that, be accessible. Let them know that you're there. Let them know that they can reach out to you. And keep in mind now that you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So be curious about what's on their mind. And I use this word empower, and it gets overused a lot. But what we're talking about here is put the trust in your people, in your teams, that they can continue to make the decisions that they've been doing probably all along. But they get a little bit of, they back off a little bit during a time of crisis. Let them know that you still trust them. And also let them know that you're there to help them in any way that you can. And a couple of things for yourself personally is be patient. Forgive yourself for not having all the right answers at the right times. And the other thing to do is, actions speak louder than words, right? Continue your meetings, check in with people, make random phone calls, ask them what's going on, have the courage to get their suggestions and their opinions. Listen to them. Don't debate them, but just listen to them. Take that back with you and kind of sort through it, and you'll know the right things to do. However, make sure that you're consistent with your attitude and demeanor. It promotes stability. And oh, by the way, communicate, communicate, communicate. I don't know of a person that left an organization because they were overly communicated with. And finally, your people are always watching. They're always listening to you, even when you think they're not. So the question, how can you think and act strategically about your team's dynamics? I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.